What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 video. Now shout out to the DoD Disciples of Doom. And in today's Division 2 video, we are going to talk about the controversy, the confusion, the, whatever, the questions that lie all around these compensation caches and who was affected, why they were affected, and what earned them a compensation cache. Because a lot of people are confused at what qualified them to get a compensation cache. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain how I received 5 caches. I'll do the math, I'll break it down for you and show you exactly why that was accurate. And then I will also explain why some people are not getting any caches at all and why some people are only getting 1 or maybe 2 caches when, they think they should get 5 or 6. You know what I mean? So we'll break it all down. We'll get all these questions answered, and hopefully this will bring clarity to the subject so there's not so much backlash towards the devs right now, because it seems like they did their math on this one. So I'll break it down for you. Hopefully I can help. And if you have any questions or any further, discussion points about it, let me know in the comment section below and we can start that discussion. But besides that, just sit back, relax, grab that popcorn. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already. We already hit 45,000 subscribers, so thank you guys so much. It's been a great ride, and we're just getting started. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and ring the notification bell. I do Division content every single day. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and let's jump into this. Now, to do so, I need to run over here to the expertise table because this is where all the confusion is. And we'll start with the rollbacks. Now, they being the devs. Here's my expertise table. And I am currently expertise level 15. I just hit 15 today, so whoop whoop, let's go. But before all of the rollbacks, I was at level 17. Now, when the rollbacks happened, I went from 17 to 13. Now, just to give you some clarity on the rollbacks were an adjustment to kill XP gained from the start of Season 9 to last Tuesday. Now, everyone that played the game at all from Season 9 to that, end point, they had to have gotten some sort of XP from some sort of enemy or skill or something dying. It's not completion XP, it was kill XP only. So, a lot of people that were doing certain farms to kill enemies to get all of their proficiency ranks up really quick, they got hit the hardest, where a lot of the people that were donating their items or just playing casually, they did not get hit as hard as the other people that were, specifically farming kill XP. Now, that's why I went from 17 down to 13. I lost 4 levels worth of XP because of this kill XP adjustment. That's what the rollback is. Now, some people only went from like maybe level 2 to 1, maybe level 1 to 0, maybe level 4 to 3, something like that. Really small changes. But for the people that were farming kill XP, they got hit the hardest because it was based off of that adjustment to the kill XP. So, you did not lose any proficiency ranks. You did not lose any proficiency proficient weapons, items, anything like that. If it was proficient before, it is still proficient now. If it was proficient rank 5 before, it's still proficient rank 5 now. The only difference is they adjusted that kill XP, lowering your overall expertise level, because some people were getting higher levels past 20 because they were specifically farming only kill XP. So that's what it is. It didn't mess with your proficiency ranks. It didn't mess with your proficient items. It didn't mess with any of that. All it did was adjust the expertise level. Now, let's move on to the next part, where the rollback compensation comes into play. So say you are level 1 and you got rolled back to 0 and you did not upgrade any of your items. You will not get compensated for anything at all because you did not upgrade any of your items, if that makes sense. So if I go to my, I don't know, my LMGs, right? I have several proficient LMGs. However, none of them have upgrades on them. They are all just proficient. So if all of my weapon and gear were only proficient and they were not upgraded, then I am not eligible for a compensation cache because the compensation is to the materials used to upgrade your item, not proficient, not any sort of proficiency rank. It had only to do with the materials used to upgrade your item. So if I go to my Eagle Bearer, so my Eagle Bearer is grade level 15. And you can see that to get to 16, I have to spend 22 field credits. I forget the exact name. 12 shade requisition credits, and then 6 exotic components. Now, these are big ticket materials, being the shade requisition, the field, what is it called? Hold on. This is going to bug me. All right, so go down here. Oh, son of a bee sting. There we go. Field recon data. There we go. So in order to get my Eagle Bearer back up to 17, where it was previously before all of these rollbacks and everything, I still have to first reach level 17 expertise, but then I also have to use all of these materials that you can see in the bottom right of your screen. Now this is per level per item. Now if I go through my builds real quick, I have all of my weapons are 15, my specialization's 15, even my jammer pulse is 15. If I go to my other skills, my burn sticky is 15. My assault turret is 15. My striker drone is 15. All of these things, if I go through other builds, you can see this entire build is level 15. Now, whenever a rollback happens, and say I go from 15 down to 13, I lose 2 upgrades per item on this build. And that's what was being compensated. So, during that first rollback, whenever I went from 17 down to 13, I lost 4 expertise levels. Now, I had only upgraded 3 of my items to 17. It was the Eagle Bearer, the Lady Death, and the Kingbreaker. And when the rollbacks happened, I went from 17 down to 13, and I lost 12 upgrades just off of those 3 weapons. Okay? Not a big deal, right? So whenever this compensation came to be for those rollbacks, I was only compensated 1 cash for that rollback because I lost 3 levels, yes, but I lost 12 upgrades. And that's what I was compensated for, were the materials used to upgrade those items. Not anything to do with proficiency ranks or proficient items. Now, the next compensation was for the conflict glitch. Now, a lot of you know that about a week ago, if you signed into conflict, it wiped all of your upgrades. Not proficiency ranks, not proficient items, upgrades. So all of these number 15s, all of these are grade level 15. Last week, if I were to go into conflict, it would wipe all of these upgrades to 0, and it would only show the proficient star. It would show that I had no upgrades. So that's where the big bulk of those compensation caches came were from PvP that conflict glitch that wiped all of my upgrades. So the initial one for the rollbacks, I lost 3 levels and 12 upgrades. For the conflict glitch, I lost 71 upgrades. 71 instantly. So I had to be compensated for all of the materials I used for 71 upgrades. And now that is on top of the rollbacks. So now I'm at 80, what is that, 84 upgrades, I believe? 83? 12 and 71, yeah, 83. So now I'm at 83 upgrades worth of materials that I lost because of all this crap, right? Now, the last one was the create a new character skill upgrade wipe. Now, what we found out happened is that if you were to start a new character on, say, Warlords of New York or just DC, it would show that your skills were all proficient. It would not show any of their upgraded levels. Now, it was a visual bug because all you had to do is log out, log back into your main character, and it would update those upgrades because your skill upgrades are account wide. So then if you did that and then go back to your new character, it would show your brand new character with, level 15 skills. Pretty cool. However, it was found out that if you started a new character in Warlords of New York and your skill set proficient and you were to upgrade just one of those skills, it would then wipe all of your other upgrades, and then it would copy that and make it account wide. So if I had, say, 5 skills upgraded to 5, and then I start a new character and it said all proficient, and I were to upgrade a skill on that new character, it would then wipe all the other upgrades and just copy and paste that to the rest of my account, to where then the rest of my account says, oh, you only have 1 upgrade for all of your skills. And it's like, what? So then that's how I lost another, I believe, 7 upgrades. So I go from, what is that? I'm at 83.7, so I'm at 90. So I lost 90 upgrades because of these 3 events. Now, doing the math by what they said, it is 20 upgrades per cache. Now I'm at 90. So that means I earned 5 caches because it rounds me up to 100. So I earned 5 compensation caches and I got them. And that's how you do the math on how you're supposed to be compensated. It's off of your upgraded items only, the materials that you used on your upgraded items. So now that I've said that, let's jump over to Twitter and see what the dev said, and then we'll get out of here. So I hope you understand and found that helpful in some way. Okay. Now, just a reminder, you can catch me on Twitter at Kamikazevondoom. We just hit 45,000 subs, 10.6 million views, and we're about to hit 3,000 followers. Thank you guys so much for the support. Now, the cool thing is we just hit 1 million views for this last month ongoing with 110,000 watch hours. You guys are amazing. All right, so let's see what the Division 2 had to say. All right, here we go. So it says, we want to clarify and apologize for some potential confusion. We are not sending caches based on expertise levels lost, but rather for a lost item upgrades. Now, that is all they are compensating you for, the item upgrades, not the expertise levels. So a lot of people are saying, hey man, I went from expertise level 2 to 0. I should be compensated. And then the devs are like, well, did you upgrade any of your items? And they're like, no. And they're like, well, you're not getting compensated. Now, if you even had 1 or 2 items that you upgraded, you still earn a compensation cache. So that's huge. But if you have not upgraded any items, you're not going to be compensated. Now it says, if you haven't received your cash for upgrade items lost, please contact our support team with a link. If you click on this link, it says contact us, and it goes to Ubisoft. All right. Now let's see what else has been said about this lovely situation. All right. So it says, we're investigating reports of players not getting their compensation cashes. This is not our attention. Thank you for letting us know. Now, this entire confusion was because a lot of people were going off of their expertise levels and not their items that they actually upgraded. Let's see. I think that is it. Here we go. The reason being that we lowered the expertise level, we did not take away any proficiency levels. Materials invested in proficiencies have not been lost, only invested into upgraded items. So a lot of people were thinking that it was due to the materials that you use to upgrade those proficiencies, and that was not what the rollback was. To remind you, the rollback was for the kill XP gained from the start of Season 9 to that end time. It had nothing to do with any of our materials, duplicates, nothing like that. Just the materials, or just the kill XP, sorry. Now, the materials used for item upgrades, that is what was being compensated. And then again, I think I'm going to end this because I mean, there's not many other ways of saying this, so I hope you understand. But here we go from Yannick, the creative director. I want to clarify a potential confusion. We did not send caches based on expertise levels lost. If your expertise level rollback did not lead to a loss of item upgrades, you will not get a cache. We are still investigating, but I want to make sure there's no misunderstanding. And that is well said, and that is exactly what I've been trying to explain this entire time. So, again, if you guys want to get all of this news early and you don't have to wait for these videos, follow me on Twitter. I share this and talk to the devs in real time, and you get to see it as soon as it happens rather than wait for me to record. You know what I mean? But this is it. Just trying to clarify all of this confusion. I hope you guys understand. If you have any questions or further things you want to say about it, let me know in the comments. I'm more than happy to try to help. But Ubisoft has said, if you think you are affected, contact Ubisoft support. And they've clarified exactly what it is they're compensating people for. But all right, everybody, I am Kamikazevondoom. I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and catch me on Twitter at Kamikazevondoom. But until next time, I will see you guys in the next one. See ya. Bye. Take care. Peace.